Today, we are having superhero babies. Now, me and my brother Milo must build our new babies' epic superhero houses. But what superpowers will our new babies have?
What superhero do you think your baby will be, Chip?
I have no idea, Milo, but I think they will look just like us. Look, it's baby Milo and baby Chip.
Wow, they're really superheroes! Baby Milo is a baby Batman!
And my baby's a baby Iron Man. I wonder what cool and epic superpowers our babies will have.
I can't believe they're really here. We better get building amazing houses so that they're really happy.
Yeah, look, they're flying away. Bye, babies!
Come back soon when the houses are built.
The babies will be deciding who they want to live with, and the loser's house will be destroyed with whatever superpower the babies have. We only have 20 minutes to build epic superhero houses.
Let's get started.
The first thing I need to do is make a huge hill, and the way I'm going to do that is by using this brush command. Now that I've set it to brush raised 5, look at this. It will raise the entire world by 5 blocks wherever I use this wand. It's pretty magical, and I know it's a bit messy at the moment, but once I get this done, it will look absolutely perfect. Oh yeah, it's already starting to come together. I better build it a little further back from the line though. I don't want Milo seeing what I'm building before I can even build it. That would be so embarrassing, and it would give Milo a chance to cheat. I'm not gonna let you cheat in this competition, Milo. We're gonna play fair and square.
I don't need to cheat because I'm going to build the best bat cave the world has ever seen.
You're building a bat cave? Oh, I get it, because you look just like Batman, and so does your baby.
Yeah, exactly. I'm Milo Batman. Nice to meet ya.
Hi, Milo Batman. I'm Chip Iron Man.
Yeah, Chip Iron Man's kind of lame.
Hey, I'm not lame. I think both our superheroes are really cool, but in terms of superhero houses, I think mine might be a little better. At least if I manage to build it well enough, I really hope I can. This hill is definitely coming together, but I need to make it a bit quicker. I'm going way too slow, and we only have 20 minutes until the babies come.
Are you kidding me? Batman's bat cave is the coolest thing ever.
I don't know, it might be for now, but once I get done building Iron Man's awesome house on this hill, it will look so cool. I basically already got the shape down. Now I need to use another brush. I can use my brush to smooth out this whole cliff to make it look really nice and neat, like an actual cliff inside Minecraft. Whoa, it already looks way better and so much less messy. I am progressing so fast. I'll be done with this Iron Man house in no time.
Yeah, well, you've only really built a hill at the moment.
Hey, you've just built a big stone worm, Milo.
This isn't a stone worm. How dare you say that about my amazing Batman house?
Sorry, Milo, I should have been nicer about your Batman house, but I'm now gonna build my Iron Man house. First, I need to build a big cylinder of iron, just like this. I'll build it about 5 blocks wide at the big part, and it can get a little smaller from this part onwards. Perfect! This already looks so awesome. I'm loving this so far. I think I'm doing a great job building Iron Man's house. And wait, Milo, careful! Whatever you're doing is getting big boulders flown everywhere. You must have some crazy technology in that bat cave.
Yeah, we've got the coolest technology over here in the Batman department, and I'm gonna use it all to make my house the coolest thing ever.
I don't know about the coolest technology. We've got some pretty awesome stuff over here at Stark Industries. That's the company that made the Iron Man suit. I owe them a lot because it's my favorite suit I've ever worn. It gives me awesome powers like flying and being able to place lots of iron blocks really quickly.
My Batman suit has a glider.
I think everyone would like a glider, but I don't really need it right now. Right now, all I need is to keep making this house. I'm already digging out a grass area to make this big room in. This room is going to overlook Milo's build, so it'll have a really good view of the losing side. It's also going to connect up to the rest of this massive mansion. I also need to add in some glass. Iron Man is pretty secretive, so he uses black glass just like this. We need to cover the front of this build with it. The roof is going to look really interesting though. It has a very funny shape. I cannot wait to build it. I think we also need to curve the sides of this room downwards, just like that. The glass will not be the same all the way around. It's a pretty mysterious design, but Iron Man's a pretty mysterious guy. So if I want to build an Iron Man house for an Iron Man baby, I better build it quite mysterious as well. Now that I've done the glass, I think I need to make this front glass just a little taller. Only to this amount though, because now we add the final few glass blocks, and now we can cover the rest of it in iron. We'll place the iron exactly exactly the same way we placed the glass, just one block higher on each level. Perfect! This already looks so cool. I can't wait to live here with both the babies when they decide that this is their favorite superhero house. Now I need to get started on the rest of the rooms. This house has a really interesting shape, so I better start over here. We're gonna build more iron coming out, just like this. This one will be at a really interesting angle. It will go sideways rather than just straight on. I've never built anything this crazy sideways before. I really hope it goes okay. If this does not work and the babies absolutely hate it, I will lose and the babies will never live with me. They might even use their superpowers to blow up my house. I'm not gonna let that happen though. Milo, if the babies have to use their power on one of our houses, I kinda hope that it's yours.
There's no way they'll do that to my house. They're gonna think it's the coolest thing ever. Batman is super awesome, and all his stuff is secret and high-tech.
Yeah, he is pretty high-tech and pretty secretive, but maybe your baby will be secretive as well, and he won't want to rank you very high because then his location will be found through the Batcave. Everyone will be looking for him and they'll totally find him easily. Your Batcave sticks out like a sore thumb.
Are you kidding me? Your house is way more obvious. Batman likes to be secret and sneaky in his Batcave. That's why it's a secret hideout, obviously.
My house is going to be so well built that it doesn't even need to hide. I'm building it on top of a cliff so it has really nice views, and that means that we don't have much hiding power. So instead, we have to focus all of our power on being really well defended and having really strong attacks so we can fight back against anyone that wants to get inside our Iron Man house. A lot of people want to do that because the Iron Man house is really rich. Living in a cave is something that they did in the Stone Age, but we live in the Iron Age where we live in amazing mansions on top of awesome cliffs. I just hope the babies don't go too close to the cliff. Although, if they do fall off the cliff, the babies can totally fly. At least we know one of their superpowers. I've made so much progress building this wall. Now I need to grab some iron blocks and curve it a little bit upwards. This will make the next part of the Iron Man house roof. It needs to go sideways as well, just like we've done over here for the rest of the build. It's gonna look a little silly, but once I fully fill the whole thing in, it'll look pretty awesome. Oh, Milo, you have no idea just how big this mansion is going to be.
I don't need a big mansion, because I'm Batman and I got my epic Batcave. You don't even need to make it big inside because the cave is already huge.
Really? Whoa, that is a big cave. And wow, you've already built a moat? That's impressive. Milo, you're getting so good at building. I guess the Batsuit must come with build enhancement abilities.
It does, cause Batman is really good at everything.
Yeah, he kinda is. It's impressive, but so is Iron Man, and so am I. That's why I'm adding iron to this part of my base. We need to add some more blocks so that we can build the walls. Once I finish the walls, I'll be able to do the insides. I can't do them yet though, otherwise you'll see everything and nothing will be a secret. I'm already on top of a cliff, so I don't want to reveal anything else. If I do, it'll be way easy to see and everyone will know all of Iron Man's secrets. That would be terrible. Iron Man would totally be defeated once his enemies know his weaknesses. Besides, those weaknesses will be the same for me and Baby Chip. We both have Iron Man suits, so I think the weaknesses will definitely be the same. If I reveal too much to you, I could be putting Baby Chip in danger, especially if you lose this competition and turn into an angry supervillain.
Yeah, I will be really angry if I lose.
You better not become a supervillain though, Milo. That would just be evil.
Well, I'll try not to become a supervillain, but no guarantees.
I guess it all depends on how harshly those babies use their powers on the losing side. I hope they have powers that generates puppies or something. I do not want them to have laser eyes or fireballs or batarangs. If they use those, our bases will totally be destroyed and they won't have anything to come home to except the winner's side, but I don't want to win if there's a smoking pile of rubble on the other side of this arena. Whoa, Milo, you built a waterfall?
Yeah, everyone knows that the Batcave is behind a waterfall.
I guess they do know that. I just wasn't sure that you'd build it so quickly. You are way better at building the Batcave than you normally are at building your own houses. That's really impressive. I guess the strength of Batman and his technology is flowing through you right now.
Yeah, well, it's pretty much just lots of lumpy stuff everywhere.
Lumpy stuff everywhere. Milo, do you mean rocks?
Yeah, lots of rocks.
Oh, Milo, I think even Batman knows what rocks are. You need to do a little more bat training before you'll be fully ready, I think.
Well, I'm just gonna have to to build a training room in here or something.
Oh, that's a great idea. Whoever builds a good training room will have the babies totally want to live there. They'll want to learn how to grow their superhero powers, and a training room would be perfect for that. I better make sure I build something cool like that the babies can use over here as well.
Which is why I'm gonna build the coolest training room ever.
Hey, no way! What are you gonna put inside?
Well, probably lots of bows and arrows and targets, and also some little things to do karate with.
Oh yeah, if I build a training room, I'm gonna build lots of test dummies and dress them up like bank robbers. That way, when these superheroes see villains, they'll totally take them down easily. They'll definitely want to live with me in my house if that's the sort of awesome training they get. I'm so excited to take them on that training journey, but first, I definitely need to finish this floor. It's looking a little silly right now. It's not gonna be very long until those babies come back, and because they're superheroes with super flight, they'll come back so quickly. We won't even have a warning sign that they're coming. They'll just be right on our doorsteps ready to judge our houses and use their powers on whoever loses. These might be the most intense babies I've ever built a house for. Now it is time to change the shape of the inside a little bit. Let's break these glass blocks and make sure that the iron goes all the way around, just like this. In the Iron Man house, iron is definitely the favorite building block. We can also make this room a little bit taller. This room is going to have a spiral staircase inside. It's going to be how we enter through a secret entrance in the bottom. I want to make sure I build it when nobody can see though, otherwise people will be able to come inside, and my superhero babies with all their superhero fans will never have any privacy. That would be terrible. That's why I wanted to live away on a cliff in the first place. I'm sure Batman would totally understand. Living in a cave must be really good for keeping away from the public, especially from villains too. No villain's gonna want to come into a cave to take down Batman. I better make sure I have something that the villains will not want to come inside either. That way the superhero babies will definitely pick me, because it'll mean that they'll be safer than ever. I'll use quartz blocks for the roof here. Once I finish the roof, we'll be able to make the spiral staircase going all the way down to the bottom level. That is where the secret entrance is gonna be. I just need to think of how we're gonna get inside. I don't want to copy the Batman house and have a secret waterfall. That's already been done, and if an evil person figures out the waterfall, then they'll definitely figure out my base soon after. I need to think of something different, but what? I'll need to use my big Iron Man brain and all my big Iron Man technology to think of what I can do. I know that there's definitely something though. There has to be a solution. Whatever I do build, I just know that this spiral staircase has to be absolutely huge. Superheroes can sometimes grow big and strong, and if any of these baby superpowers is super growing, oh, I'm definitely gonna need a really big spiral staircase. I'm not gonna build it by hand though. I'm a superhero, so I have super smarts, and I'm gonna build it using more technology. This is the iron stick, and if I just line it up correctly with the middle of this room, it should dig right into the floor. Oh wow, that is perfect. Now I can continue this going along the side. Hopefully it ends up underground. I do not want to be on the surface level. That would be terrible. The entrance to my secret base is going to be underground, and the only way to reach it is to go through the crack in the middle of the world. That's a pretty important part of this, and we've made it already. Whoa, it's so secret and hard to see, and look at how amazing this corridor is. Let's start placing quartz pillars on the sides here, just like this. These are gonna really help make this entrance look so cool. I cannot wait to see how awesome it is, and the babies' reactions coming inside. They're totally gonna love it, and it's gonna be superpower proof, so I think they'll have a pretty hard time destroying it. I better be quiet though. We're getting really close to where Milo is. If I just peek over here, yeah, look, I can see Milo's cave already. I need to be a little quiet, especially when I'm down here. I think now's good. Perfect. I'm nice and far away from the crack in the world, so Milo should not be able to hear me. I'm also pretty far underground, and unless Milo has supersonic hearing like a bat, I think I'm totally fine. Once we place all of these pillars, I'm going to make an awesome water feature. It's not going to be a normal boring waterfall though. This water is going to run through the floor all the way over to here, guiding the babies over here to exactly where they need to go. I will now use the iron stick to set the entire floor to deep slate. Whoa, that looks so cool already. We're going way quicker than I thought we would, and uh-oh, I think I went a little too far. Let me break that. I don't want to totally ruin this before it's already done, and I think we can only do the same thing for the roof. Wait, I went way too far. Uh-oh, I need to be quiet while I remove this. Look how far it went. The iron stick is way more powerful than I thought it was. I hope we haven't left any traces of the deep slate over there. If Milo finds out about it, he'll totally be angry, and he'll learn exactly where my secret entrance is. He could reveal that information to villains wanting to find where I'm keeping these babies to live. If he tells any villains about where this base is, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. I'm also going to build red and yellow concrete on the sides of this underground base area. These are the Iron Man colors, so the babies will totally love it. At least, especially my baby will. He loves Iron Man colors. That's why he's wearing the Iron Man suit. Also, the fact that it gives him lots of awesome powers. He likes that as well. He certainly does not mind that part. But the Iron Man colors really make this underground area stand out. Otherwise, it would just be all gray, and that would be really, really boring. These Iron Man colors will totally make the entire wall pop, and both of the babies will really appreciate that. Even the Batman baby, whose favorite color is pitch black, and he also likes a little bit of white as well, and yellow too. That's why I've added yellow to the walls and the white and black on the roof and floor. I think both the babies will be so thankful for it. They really are gonna love growing up in this house, at least if they choose it. If they don't choose it, it'll be destroyed by their superpowers. These babies are pretty powerful. When I was their age, I couldn't fly yet, so by the time they're older, they will have so many powers that they'll be able to do whatever they want. I can only imagine the kind of destruction they'll be able to unleash. I better make sure I get them on my side and living in this house so they never want to blow it up ever. If they do, we're toast. And before we make the water feature, let's just cover all of these walls in deep slate just like this. We need it to go all the way to the very top in a cool tube. Deep slate is pretty hard to mine, so no villains will be able to get through. And if the babies have a bad day, like hiccuping or sneezing or something, they won't accidentally shoot a laser or a rocket or any other crazy powers they may have into the walls here. And if they do, it won't do any damage at all. I totally forgot to replace these deep slates with quartz. I really need to pay more attention to this. If I keep slipping up too much, the babies will notice and they'll see how badly I built the house. I can't let that happen. I just have to make this house really, really well. I don't think that'll be too hard. At least it won't be too hard to make it better than the Batcave. The Batcave is cool, but it really is just a bunch of stone blocks. That's not that hard to beat, and it's certainly not hard to beat if I use as much of my building skill as I can. This is going so well. We're nearly at the very top. Once we do reach the very top, I need to surround this thing in a bunch of quartz. It won't take very long though. I already have all the blocks I need. I'll do it just like this. Oh, perfect. This already looks so awesome. Once I complete this loop of quartz, I'll be able to actually start making the staircase. I think I know exactly what we need to build this thing out of. Let's use quartz slabs going in a spiral all the way up. We'll build a bunch of quartz blocks in the center. Oh wow, this is already taking a while. I really should have used full blocks instead of slabs. I'm just so excited for these babies to come live here that I didn't even think about it. This is one of my special designs, and I just have to make sure it goes all the way around and doesn't get confused or miss any spots. That would be terrible. I think this is going so well so far. The babies are gonna have so much fun climbing this amazing staircase that I'm building. Spiral staircases are perfect for superheroes. It means they can watch all directions to make sure no villains are secretly sneaking up on them. You can't hide under the staircase if it's a spiral staircase because the superhero will always be above you. It means they'll always have the better position to attack from, so no villain would ever stand a chance here. Not to mention, they won't even be able to get in. My base is so well hidden. I think everybody knows how you enter the Batcave by now. It's not exactly hard to get in, but over here it is pretty difficult to get inside. Unless you can fly, of course, which not many people can. That's why having superhero babies is so cool. They can save the world and live in amazing mansions, and nobody else can come in. It means if they don't like this place, then no one will. I guess that's why they're willing to use their powers on it to destroy it. Maybe if a super villain found this place, they'd be able to use it. I guess it is kind of nice of the babies to blow up the losing base. Otherwise, the villains would be able to hide in either my house or Milo's cave. That would be real bad. So thanks, babies. They're doing everyone a service. Now I'll place the final few slabs just like this, and we can really build the floor. I say we totally need to use a new block that we have not used yet. I'm gonna use dark oak planks. They look really fancy. I'll place them just like this, and whoa, it already looks so cool. They look way fancier than any other kind of wood. These are the types of wood you only find in the richest houses, and luckily this house is one of them. I think even kings and queens would want to live in a house like this. I certainly would. I think castles are old and dusty, and they look kind of weird. I think I would rather live in a massive house on a beautiful cliff with a wonderful view of a bat cave. And of course, this house will have way better protection than a castle. We don't need a moat or catapults or a drawbridge or anything. This house will be so well defended. We have really high-tech defenses that I'm sure the babies will love being defended by. Perfect, look at this. Now we just need to use some glass. I'm not going to use black stained glass like I have before. Instead, I'm going to use white stained glass panes. The white glass can go on the inside. The black glass is used to shield the babies from outside eyes. This keeps our base way more private than before. Nobody can see in, but we can totally see out. Now I need to grab some deep slate tile slabs, as well as some chiseled deep slate just like this. We need to replace these iron blocks with it in this shape exactly. Now we can add deep slate tile slabs just like this. They're gonna go down, and this is gonna be the way that the superhero babies get to their superhero baby bedrooms. We can even build them on different levels. We need to have these slabs going out here just like this, and then we can build a platform going inwards. It's gonna look pretty weird for now, but once I build this, it will look so incredible that these babies will never want to stay anywhere else again. I kind of feel bad. I'm spoiling them a little, but hey, if they want to live here, they're gonna get spoiled every day. It's just what happens when you live in an awesome Iron Man house like this one, and not some silly little cave somewhere. Okay, perfect. These iron blocks look awesome. Now I just have to build them up to the ceiling level, which I totally have, at least on that side. I'll do these ones up to the ceiling as well. This already looks so perfect. I can't wait to see the babies' reactions when they find out that this is where they get to live. I have a really good feeling about this. Now let's place more iron blocks along the sides, just like this. We need to make sure they go up to the same height as these other ones over here. We also need to bring these smooth quartz blocks at the back all the way up to that level. We don't want this house to be half tall and half short. I'm sure the babies would absolutely hate that. At least I would if I was a superhero baby. If I lived in a short house, I wouldn't be able to use my flying powers. That would make me so sad. So I'll be nice to these babies and let them use their flying powers whenever they like. This room is going to be where one of the babies can stay. I think this can be baby Batman's room. He'll totally love it because I'm gonna make it nice and bat themed. First, I'm gonna grab some andesite because this block is really useful for building caves out of. Let's also grab some andesite stairs and some andesite slabs. Now, the corner of this house can become its very own mini bat cave. I think because these babies are, well, babies after all, they're not gonna wanna have a big bat cave. No, it'll be way too huge for them. They might even get lost, and that'll make them really unhappy. By making them a mini bat cave, we make sure that they would be happy here, especially baby Batman. I think baby Iron Man already has so many things he'd like, so by building the same amount of things for baby Batman, we make sure that both of the babies will pick this base as their favorite. If we only had one baby pick this as his favorite, then the other baby could pick Milo's, which would be a total disaster. We'll add stalactites and stalagmites just like this along the walls. Whoa, that already looks pretty cool. I'll do the same over on this side. If I was a superhero baby, I'd totally want to live here. Let's also make some stalagmites over there, and we can add some stairs on the ceiling. Using the regular blocks just is not cutting it anymore. We need to go a little crazier than that. I'll also add some shapes over here with the slabs. This looks like the Batcave is spreading into the Iron Man mansion. That's pretty awesome. Let's replace some final few slabs with the andesite, and whoa, this already looks perfect, but I think we can go a little better. I am Iron Man after all, so I'm gonna use iron bars on the roof just like this. We should also probably grab a bed. We'll use the color black for this bed because Batman loves dark things. Perfect. We'll place the bed over here so he has some privacy. I will also make a black, gray, and yellow carpet. They love black, gray, and yellow. It's the same color as the Batsuit, so that's definitely why they chose it. Whoa, this room already looks pretty awesome, but now it's time for me to grab black, gray, and yellow candles. We're keeping the same colors across this whole room. I don't want to have some other random colors ruining the design. That would make it really weird and messy, but by making sure we use black, yellow, and gray, it looks so awesome. Let's also light these on fire. I think the Batcave can be pretty cold, so by adding candles, we make sure baby Batman is really nice and warm. He will never go cold inside this mansion. Over here, we will build baby Iron Man's base. First, we really need to bring up this wall. Baby Iron Man accidentally activates his rocket boots during the night a lot, and he can go flying off. If he hits his head on the ceiling, that would be terrible, and he would be be really mad. He might even be so mad he decides not to live here. I'm not gonna let that happen, so I need to make the roof pretty high up. That way there's no chance he'll accidentally bump into it. Perfect. Let's add the quartz all the way back here, and then we can fill this room with Iron Man things. First, I'm gonna get rid of this window though. I think baby Iron Man deserves some privacy. The only person who should be able to see into baby Iron Man's room is baby Batman because they're best brothers, so they'll totally live together. Baby Iron Man's bed will be yellow and red, but mostly red because red is Iron Man's main color. We'll also grab the same colored carpets as well. I want to make sure the rooms are as equal as possible. If we make them not the same, then one of the babies will like it too much. We'll also add an Iron Man jaw on the carpet. Whoa, that kind of does look like Iron Man already. That's awesome. I think we also need a computer as well. Baby Iron Man is really smart, so we need to build him a huge computer desk to do all his smart research on. We'll put a bunch of computers on here because he needs so many of them to keep track of his important research. We'll also add a brewing stand so he can harness the energy of potions to make his suit even better. And we'll also build a suit charging station over here, just like this. We need to grab some lightning rods and a daylight detector, just like this. Perfect. I think we'll put the daylight detectors here. We'll also set them to indoor mode. This way they'll get energy even from being inside. We'll replace these iron bars with lightning rods just so they can harness as much energy as possible. And we also need to put some copper on the floor. It's important that we use waxed copper and not some other kind. If we use non-waxed copper, then all of the copper will turn rusty over time, and that will not be good. No power can come through then. Finally, we just have to turn this on now that we've placed the armor stand, and whoa, the charging station is definitely ready. I think we should also put down some fence gates. This will also hold the armor stand in place to make sure it can't just randomly fly off anywhere. Perfect. Now when baby Iron Man needs to put his stuff down, he can totally do it. Now let's use end rods and mangrove slabs to build baby Iron Man a custom roof decoration. This is gonna be an awesome light, and it's gonna look so futuristic. It definitely belongs in this awesome Iron Man house. We'll make a ring of mangrove wood just like that, and we'll also have one coming over here. Oh, I know that baby Iron Man is gonna love this. It also looks kind of like a baby toy hanging from the ceiling, so he'll really love to play with it as well. I think we can even use trapdoors instead of slabs. This makes it a little less chunky looking on the ceiling, and it takes up way less space. It'll also be a nice head protector in case baby Iron Man decides he wants to fly off in the middle of the night and bumps his head on the ceiling. That way, he'll be blocked by these hanging lights, and he won't be hit by quartz blocks, which would be extra painful. Now I just need to add some final iron blocks to make it look like more of a doorway, and I think baby Iron Man's room is almost done. Let's just grab some white stained glass panes and put them along the sides like this. He can have roller shutting doors with one push of a fancy button that I'll put right here next to the bed. Actually, I'll put it on the desk. This way he can actually make use of it. When he pushes this button, the doors can come sliding in together and close off. We'll also do the same for Batman, but we'll only place them on this side. If we place them on both sides, baby Batman would not have much space to get through, which would be really bad. He'd hate that, and he'd rather live in Milo's massive, spacious Batcave. I might also make baby Iron Man's door one block wider, just like that. This already looks so cool. The babies are gonna love their bedrooms. But I think there's more than just bedrooms we have to build for the babies. I am going to build Iron Man's famous garage, and that's where all the cool superhero stuff will still be. I need to build a couple things before I can make the garage though. I can only build the garage once my base is secret and complete enough. But before I get started on any more of my build, I definitely need to check out the Batcave. Milo's been working on it for ages, and you know what? I just think we go inside. Milo!
What?
Whoa, you've already made platforms, and what is this? Is this an amethyst geode?
No, silly. This is where the Batmobile's gonna go. I just had to make a little section for it to park on.
Whoa, Milo, this looks amazing, but I don't see anywhere for the babies to sleep or eat or get food at all.
Well, it took me so long to build the structure. I still have to build all of that other stuff, Chip.
And is that a hole in the wall? Milo, can't mosquitoes get inside?
Oh no, I didn't even realize. Oh goodness, I really want to win this competition.
I'm a little worried, Milo. You better make sure you build some nice things for the babies to eat on and sleep in.
Yeah, I will, Chip. Don't you worry.
Thanks, Milo. Okay, I'm gonna make some extra defenses on this part of my house. First, I need to add some beams so that this part of my house can actually be supported by the cliff. Right now, it's just hanging off the side, and it's pretty dangerous. I really should not be doing that, especially with 2 young babies indoors. What was I thinking? That is not safe, so I better replace these parts with some much safer installments. That is already much safer. Whoa, I'm so glad I changed that. Now this part of the house has something to grab onto and won't just fall off the cliff randomly. I'm also gonna add some smooth quartz on the sides, and this isn't just a decoration. Even though it looks pretty cool, it's gonna serve a really important purpose. I'm gonna be adding some proper defenses to this house, and one of those defenses is going to be a whole army of attack drones. These drones are really going to keep everyone inside the house safe. They're gonna help make sure that no villain can get in. If a villain can get inside the house, then I will know that I've failed to keep these babies safe. That would be the worst thing I have ever done. I just need to make these blocks a little higher, and then I can get started on the drone army. We need fireball turrets, and I think I'll place one here and one here. We don't want to have too many. I think the intruder would be totally pummeled by only 2 of them, so I don't want to be wasteful. By filling them with explosive powder, we give them all the ammo that they'll need to take down any villains trying to get inside my Iron Man mansion. Now I'm going to build an awesome Iron Man and Batman themed parkour. This is so both of the babies have something fun to do and they can both enjoy it. I'm not going to only build an Iron Man theme or only Batman theme. That would leave one of the babies out, and I care so much about them that I would never do that. First, let's grab a bunch of gray concrete. We can use gray, yellow, and red. That is because yellow is both a part of the Batman colors and it's also part of the Iron Man colors. They go together so well, so both of the babies will really enjoy it. We can start off with Iron Man colors. Maybe the first 4 jumps can look just like the Iron Man suit. Perfect! That's awesome. Then the next ones can be Batman colored. I like this so much. Then we'll add some more red colored Iron Man jumps, and lastly we'll have 2 more Batman jumps. These are going to be pretty close to the ceiling, but luckily the babies' heads are way too short to hit it, so they won't be hurt at all. Once they do make the jump, they're gonna get up to this awesome tower. This tower is going to be built just for babies, so for most people, it will be way too close to the ceiling to even try to get on, but for the babies, it'll be a secret hideaway. They'll love it here. It'll also train them in hiding from villains in the secret hideaways. I'll also build a play jail down here so the babies can pretend to lock up evil criminals in here forever. Perfect. I know the babies will have great superhero training in this room, and instead of building a regular roof, I am going to use a bunch of daylight detecting solar panels. This way, the entire building and every crazy defense that I decide to build will be perfectly powered at all times. We'll never run out of electricity, and even at nighttime, some of the solar panels will be set to night mode so they can draw power from the moon. And Milo, what are you doing here?
I'm just having a little bit of a look at my competition.
Hey, it's not much of a competition if I totally win this thing.
This is a pretty interesting house, Chip. I bet the babies are gonna hate it.
What? Why would the babies hate it? It looks awesome from every angle. Besides, the babies would much rather live in an awesome mansion than a cave, Milo.
Well, I guess it looks kind of awesome, but nothing compared to my epic bat cave.
Really? Milo, I just visited your bat cave and it looked kind of crazy. There wasn't anything for the babies to eat and there was nowhere for them to sleep. They basically had to sleep on the cold stone floors.
Well, next time you visit it, it's gonna look very different.
Oh, I want to visit it as much as I can to check up on it, but I can't right now, Milo. If I visit it now, I'd be wasting time that I could instead be spending trying to win this thing. I know you're just trying to get me to waste all my time looking, so I can't build as quickly. That's really cheeky of you, Milo, but I give you props. I'd probably try and do the same thing.
Dang it, how did you figure it out?
I just know you too well, Milo. I've almost placed all the solar panels that I will need to. I'm sure the babies will love having infinite power supply. They can charge any TV or iPad they want, and if they do charge a TV, it will be the biggest TV ever. These babies are basically gonna have their own cinema. And wait, speaking of cinema, that's a great thing to build. I'm sure the babies would love to have a movie watching zone just for watching any movie that they want. They can even watch the Batman and Iron Man movies. I'm sure they'd love that. They'd be able to learn more about what they can do and the villains they can stop. Batman and Iron Man are so cool. I'm so glad they have movies about them so that the babies can learn all the cool tricks to having Batman powers and Iron Man powers. I just wonder what Batman and Iron Man powers the babies will get.
Yeah, but Chip, everyone knows that Batman is better than Iron Man.
Yeah, even though he doesn't have powers, he just has gadgets. And Iron Man also has gadgets too. Whoa, they really have technology that's so advanced, no one else can keep up.
That's right. Superheroes are crazy.
Yeah, they definitely are, and so are supervillains. Supervillains are even more crazy, like Harley Quinn and the Joker.
Yeah, and also Iron Man has Thanos.
Oh, that's right. Thanos is so crazy, he wants to destroy the universe. That's something that these babies will totally be able to stop. I'm almost done with the roof as well. I just need to build one more room and then we'll be able to make the cool garage. I think it'll be so cool to have every car inside of there. Iron Man has so many cars and we can even get small versions for the babies to use. I just have to clear out all this grass. We can't build a garage with all this grass here. That would just look terrible. I'm not gonna do that. That would be really silly. Now that I've destroyed all that grass, I can extend the iron wall just to about here. I'm not gonna build the full thing yet. First, I want to make sure that the open window right at the front has a really nice view. This way we'll be able to see the entire Batcave from here, and we can make sure nothing crazy is happening inside it, which, knowing Milo, will probably happen all the time. He's gonna be such a crazy next-door neighbor to have. I wonder what silly shenanigans he'll get up to, although I don't think he'll get up to many if his house is destroyed by the babies. I hope they kinda keep it. They better not have crazy powers, cause if I lose, then they'll destroy mine too. The glass will now keep the babies safe, and it'll make the Iron Man base look really awesome. Whoa, it already looks so cool. Let's replace this quartz with glass as well. It will also give the babies a really good view of the Batcave. When I totally win this thing, they'll be able to look on the Batcave that they've destroyed with their powers and remember all the amazing times that we've had in this house rather than the Batcave. Yeah, I'm sure they'll totally love it. I'm also gonna replace the fun decoration jail with glass as well. This way, the criminals they pretend to catch will be able to look out over the ocean and see the freedom they once had that they gave up by being evil and a criminal. Perfect, we'll also delete these quartz blocks here. Great, this looks awesome already. We'll just add some final more blocks of glass before really getting started on the garage. I have to think of what awesome things I can put inside there. Oh, I know, we can have one of every color of car, but in order to do that, we're gonna need to clear out a lot of space, and I don't know if I can do this on my own. Luckily, we have dynamite. This stuff is pretty powerful, so by throwing it just like this, I can clear a large area in no time. I have to be careful with it though. I do not want to explode too much space, and uh-oh, I'm already breaking some of the glass. That is not off to a good start. We have to be a lot more careful than we are now. Perfect, we've only broken a little bit extra blocks than we had before, and those will be pretty easy to replace, just like this. We've already done so much work. I'm not gonna use any of the remaining dynamite too close to the other parts of my house. I'm not that crazy, but I am pretty cool, so we will be building the garage right now. Let's add some iron blocks so that the garage wall isn't dirt, and we'll also add some more iron blocks here. Perfect, now we can start making the floor. Let's use road material to build the floor of this garage, just like this. The cars that drive on here are gonna have such a fun time. It'll be just like driving on the smoothest, most brand new road in the world. Let's also add stairs so that the babies can really easily get down to the garage. I know that the babies can fly, but I don't want them to have to use their flying powers. That just seems a little silly. Now let's build parking spaces for each of the cars that we will put inside here. Making the cars is gonna be kinda tricky, so we'll need to build a station just for it. First, we need to finish this wall though. If the car station gets wet, it'll be totally rained on, which will be really terrible. It is time to start building the cars. I'm so excited for these things. Let's place the car workshop parts down like this. You have to place them in this pattern, exactly like so. Now we have to place the car workshop inside. We can actually start making cars now. I'm so excited for this. Let's grab as many parts as we can.
Wow, Chip, I just realized something.
What did you just realize, Milo?
I'm really Batman.
Yeah, totally, Milo. Wow, it is so funny how much Milo thinks he really is Batman. He doesn't realize these are just powers and costumes. Wait a second, this gives me the perfect idea to pull a little prank on him. I need to grab some turrets and some ammo for the turrets as well, because we are going to sneak over to Milo's Batcave and use them to attack him. If he really is Batman, he'll definitely be able to fight back against them, and I have the perfect way to sneak over. Let's go down this spirally staircase into my awesome basement. I should probably make a really easy way of getting down here, like a fireman pole or something. That would be perfect, because this winding staircase is a little too windy for me. Here's the center of the world that connects up to my basement. I need to just peek my head out, and I see Milo through the waterfall. Luckily, he's focusing on building right now, so I will be able to go inside and place down my turrets. We can go through the waterfall, or we can even go on the sides. I think I see Milo placing blocks. We'll put down a turret right over here and fill it with our ammo, just like this. Let's also put down one over here in the water. I'll add a stone so it's not totally flooded. I think this one will work really well as well. Perfect. We'll fill this one with ammo too, and finally we'll put one last turret over here. Milo's gonna have a pretty hard time destroying these things, but if he does manage to, I will be so impressed, and he really will be Batman. Oh no, he's coming back. I better quickly go back to my base before he realizes I'm the one that put the turrets there.
My bat senses are telling me there's something out here, and what are these things? I didn't put these here. Something fishy's going on, and I need to get a closer look. Hey, Mr. Turret, who do you belong to? Wait, why is it shooting me? Oh my gosh, get away! I'm gonna have to use my freeze dynamite, like epic Batman style. I just need to get close enough to hit this guy and...
Wait, this is so funny. I definitely need to get a better view of this. I hope Milo won't see me here.
Oh, this is not working! I'm gonna have to use my ultimate Batman power. 1 second, let me charge up!
Whoa, Milo's ultimate Batman power. I wonder what this could be.
Oh, this isn't working! I'm gonna need to use something stronger!
What? Milo has dynamite? That's such a crazy technology. That is something that Batman would have. It's even pushing the turrets away.
Come here, stupid turret! You can't compete with me!
Whoa, Milo's destroying his own base to get all the turrets, and there's only one left.
Hey, there's another turret here, but he's not gonna have any competition!
Whoa, that turret doesn't stand a chance. Milo is destroying it, and he totally won.
Yeah, my Batman skills are awesome! I am Batman!
Wow, I'm kind of impressed. Milo really is Batman. I guess I shouldn't have doubted him at all. But since Milo's Batman, I'm definitely Iron Man, and we really need to get working on these cars before the babies show up and destroy the loser's house. Luckily, I stored all of the parts that I'd need inside here. I'll put away these turrets inside. I don't want Milo finding out that I totally used them. Let's put all the car parts together. First, we need to put in an engine, and we also need a fuel tank so the car can store as much fuel as possible. We also need to add 4 wheels and a body of the car. Let's also put in a license plate and a container, as well as a tank container. Now, we need to reorganize this so it actually works. Only one combination will actually allow the car to be built, and we have to find the right one, although it could be kind of tricky. We have to do this right, otherwise the car will not assemble and we won't have anything to put in our garage. Maybe if we try the sports car instead, and whoa, that totally works. Wow, you can even see the Iron Man colored license plate at the back. That is perfect. I cannot wait to spawn this thing, and whoa, it's really here in front of us. I wonder if we can drive it. I just have to turn the keys and whoa, it totally works and we can steer. We better park this thing and uh-oh. I think I just crashed it. Maybe Iron Man's not great at driving. Let's power this thing back up again and park it in one of the parking spots. I need to be really careful this time so I don't crash the car again. I think here's the perfect spot to park it, and we'll get out of there now. We just need to do the same for every different color of car. This might take me a little while, but I'm willing to do it. Iron Man loves different color cars, so by grabbing every single one, we have the same collection as the real Iron Man. That makes us so powerful and so cool. Let's put a bunch of wheels down and start getting these cars on through. Every car is gonna have an engine and a really big tank, so we need to spawn them all the same. Let's move them out of the way though. We have to make sure there's space to spawn every single car, and whoa, I can reverse that one. This car is the same color the ones I normally build are. Whoa, being orange was so long ago. I don't even remember the last time I liked orange. Now red is my favorite color because I'm basically Iron Man, and Iron Man loves the color red. I sure hope the superhero babies like the color red too. This car parked and turned itself around. That's pretty cool technology. Iron Man must have the coolest cars, and we have the coolest cars now too. Let's activate this one and park it as well. I think we need to build the back part of the garage before we build any more cars though. Otherwise, we won't have any place to put them and it'll be so messy. In order to fix the garage, we need to fix the back half of this house. There is actually no back wall to the roof of this thing. That is so embarrassing. The real Iron Man would never let that happen, and I think these superhero babies babies would totally know that. If they saw that this house didn't have a roof for a really long time and they decided to punish me for it, this house would be absolutely destroyed. I really have a feeling their superpowers are something crazy. If Milo has crazy Batman powers, I do not even want to think about what the crazy Batman baby would have. This garage needs to be really cool to impress them. Otherwise, this house will not last very long at all. Let's use iron blocks and quartz to finish the remaining parts of the roof and the walls. The back wall can be made fully out of iron blocks. I know baby Iron Man will love it. I just hope that baby Batman will love the darkness of the floor and the yellowness of all that warning tape. Once we finish with the car workstation, we can add a little desk on the wall. That way baby Iron Man and baby Batman can work on making baby technology. That way they have baby gadgets that are the right size for them. I think right now they'll struggle to use normal sized gadgets. Even though they're really talented superheroes, they definitely need to work on being a little taller. It's quite funny, but if I get these babies and raise them in my house, I'll feed them every day so they can grow up to be big and strong, just like the real Iron Man and Batman. We've added a bunch more stuff inside their house, and I just need to put some yellow on the floor, like this. I have done so many different cars, and now I just have to turn off this blue car and we're done. Let's make a bench over here so that we can do our little baby lab experiments. This already looks so cool, and now we can just break this car workshop thing. Perfect. I'm gonna add some brewing stands and computers, just like the lab that we have inside of baby Iron Man's room. I think this desk could even be a little bit bigger because both of the babies are gonna have to share it. They need a lot of space so they don't get on each other's nerves. When baby superheroes have a fight, it can get pretty rough. So we just need to make sure they don't annoy each other. Let's add some different computer mouses for them to grab and use the computers with. And all right, we've totally made this lab awesome and added a bunch of little baby cars for them to drive. Now I'm going to make a garage exit so that they can both drive in and out. But the best part is, I'm not gonna make this normal sized. I'm gonna make it so that it's really hard to get in and out of here unless you're a baby. This means the house is perfect for the baby superheroes. Let's grab some smooth quartz slabs so that we can really complete this effect. I want it to look like an awesome triangle, so we need to break these blocks right here. We'll also add quartz stairs upside down here as well. And finally, we just have to add a couple more on this side. It's gonna look so cool. And once we do get to the other side, I will have to place down some more of the road material. This road is going to go all the way over to the space in between me and Milo's house. This is perfect because it means we can drive anywhere we want to go. I have adjusted my high-tech iron stick and now it will vaporize the ground whenever I use it. Let's give it a go. Whoa! Vaporizing it turns it into asphalt. This is really, really awesome because now we can make our road anywhere we want super duper quick. Let's make it go in this direction and then it can turn around. Whoa, I love this. It can also go in this direction too. And finally, after one last turn before the edge of the world, it can go directly over to Milo's side. These roads are gonna be so wonky because Milo is blind as a bat. If he tries driving on these roads, it'll go so badly, and I think that'll be really, really funny. If the roads go everywhere as well, I think the babies will be so happy with it. They'll be really, really pleased, and they'll definitely want to come to the only place that has cars for them to drive. I do not think Milo's built any cars for them. How selfish. I'm not selfish at all. Instead, I built a whole garage for them. I really hope the babies can appreciate that when choosing whose house to live in and whose house to use their superpowers to destroy. They better choose mine, otherwise I'm gonna be so sad. Now we'll just connect this road all the way over to the other side, and alright, I have to loop it right over to the front to connect with the other road. Otherwise, it'll just be a whole long road to nowhere, and nobody really wants that. Wow, it lines up perfectly. This is awesome. I love the Iron Man house I've built so far. I'm now going to use my high-tech Tony Stark leaf maker to decorate some plants around this place. It looks really weird otherwise, and I know nobody would want to live in a high-tech mansion with no trees. This sprays tree seeds really quickly, so fast you can't even see them come out. It's one of the most amazing gadgets we've made so far, and we're only gonna make more. Every single one of these gadgets is something that the babies can use whenever they like. It is so important that these babies get whatever they want because that's just how I am gonna be the best best parent ever. We'll also add some little plants on the sides of this road. It'll be really pretty, like a nice decoration going all the way up to the house, making the babies warmed up for the super fun adventure they're about to have inside. I'll also add some nice decorated plants all along the side here using this tree shooter. Whoa, it is so cool. I'll make sure it goes along the side of every single road on my side of the building divide. Whoa, that's really fun to say. I think this is gonna look so awesome. There's no way the babies can refuse this. They'll love it so much that they'll instantly pick my side to come live on. I really hope that's the case at least, because I don't think we have much time left. The babies will be here soon. I only have time to build one more thing after finishing these road decorations, and I have the perfect idea for what that has to be. Over here, I am going to build an epic missile launcher. This is the last minute defense to make sure that no one attacks me. If anybody gets too close and the house is taken over, this missile launcher will be able to shoot a big missile into the air to stop anyone in their tracks. No one could survive this, not even Iron Man himself, so I really hope we do not have to use it. I need to add slabs around the sides of it, just to make sure nobody accidentally trips on this thing and sets off the missile. That would be a real disaster. The missile silo is almost complete. I just have to make the inside before the babies get here. Oh goodness, I really hope I have enough time.
Chip, oh my gosh, the babies are coming!
What? But I'm not done with this missile launcher yet. Oh goodness, I guess I'll have to leave it unattended. If the babies blow up my house, I have no defenses, so I just have to impress them. All right, Milo, I sure hope this works. Hi, babies! Baby Chip and baby Milo are here.
Oh, this is awesome! I can't wait to show them our awesome houses.
Yeah, come on, guys. Let's go see Milo's base first.
Yeah, my base is pretty fantastic. Just follow me through here. Firstly, we have Alfred, who is pretty much my Batman butler.
What? You have a butler? I didn't even think to do that. That's pretty cool, Milo. I'm kind of worried I might not win.
Yeah, I think you're totally gonna lose, Iron Man. And look, this is the official Batmobile. I built it with gold everywhere so you can tell that it's really fancy.
Whoa, this does look really cool. I can't believe you made the Batmobile. And what else do you have in here, Milo?
Well, just a little sitting room if anyone wants to hang out. And up here, a crazy armor section where you can do awesome PvP.
Whoa, that's amazing. You have armor for all three of you and none for me? Uh-oh, I have a feeling I might not stand a chance here. I really hope the babies don't like the rest of your cave.
Yeah, plus you're not invited to our hangout session.
Hey, that's really rude. I guess we'll just see, Milo. Hey, babies, come over here. What have you built now, Milo?
We have the kitchen. It's kind of hanging from the ceiling, and it's got lots of yummy food in it because Batman babies need to stay strong.
Whoa, baby Milo's kind of hungry. I saw him opening the fridge.
Yeah, everyone's hungry in the Batcave because we're hungry to win.
Yeah, oh, whoa, that's a pretty good pun, Milo. And is this your enchanting area?
This is also my reading area where I learn lots of really good things, like how to punch people in the face.
Whoa, that's really scary, and it seems kind of dangerous to have candles underneath wooden bookshelves, but I guess it's not my decision to make.
Don't worry about it. It's special bat technology. You wouldn't know about it.
Oh no, the babies are jumping really high. It looks like they're having so much fun.
Yeah, you can join in as well, Chip. This is the awesome slime bouncy area.
I guess, but all the fun I'm having just reminds me that they could actually choose this house, and if they do, my house will get blown up. Let's see the rest of it. I really hope it's worse from here on.
I'm really liking my chances so far. Now this is the master bedroom. It's really big, and there's lots of storage space and awesome armor.
Whoa, is this bed just for you, Milo?
Yeah, because I need my beauty sleep. I'm gonna be fighting criminals all day.
The babies are jumping all over the bed. I think they really like it. And did you build any beds for the babies?
Of course I did. There's a whole sleepover zone up here where they can even invite a friend or two.
They can invite their friends? Oh, that's why you've built 4 of them. Uh-oh, please tell me the rest of this cave is not good.
Well, there's only one part left, and it's the epic shooting gallery with the Joker.
What? The Joker? I don't see the Joker anywhere.
He's just over here. He's got a big smile on his face.
The Joker? Whoa, baby Milo's getting ready to practice his bow shooting. Wow, these babies are really talented. You can tell they're trained in superhero combat.
They're really testing it out. I think they're loving it. And the last thing is the cool boat race. It goes all the way through, except the babies might gonna be able to fit under this bridge.
Whoa, I guess we'll find out. Come on, babies, you can do it. Wow, baby Milo got through, but can baby Chip get through? He totally can. Milo, you've done an amazing job with this. I'm really worried.
Yeah, you should be worried. I think I did such a good job with my bat cave.
Well, I think I did a good job with my Iron Man mansion. Come on, babies, we're going to check out my house now. I really hope you guys like it more than you like the bat cave. If you don't, my mansion is toast. Here's the front entrance, but we're not gonna go up through the road. I've made a secret entrance in the middle of this underground chasm.
What the? Chip, I totally didn't know you were building this.
Yeah, I made it a secret, and it even has Iron Man and Batman colors going all the way through.
This is kinda cool, not gonna lie.
Thanks, Milo. I worked really hard on it, and once we get to the end, the babies will get to see the giant spiral staircase. Come on, guys. Why don't you see where it goes to?
Wow, Chip, this is really, really epic.
Yeah, I can't believe you love it. I hope the babies love it too. And here we can see my amazing defense system. These turrets will stop any villains from trying to attack the superhero babies.
Hey, that's interesting. I had some evil turrets outside my place earlier.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyway, let's go check out the baby's bedrooms. Over here is where Iron Man baby will sleep. It's so cool because he has custom lights, an Iron Man suit charging station, a custom Iron Man bed, and a working station where he can invent all new technology.
This is pretty nice. I'd even be happy if this was my bedroom.
Yeah, me too. That's why I have a suit of my own. I wish it was. And the babies love it too. Baby Chip is jumping on the bed just like baby Iron Man with his rocket boots. I really hope he doesn't have rocket boot powers that help him destroy this if I lose.
I kinda hope he does.
Well, I also hope that baby Milo loves his Batman-themed room. Just look at it. He even has his own little Batcave section.
Wow, this is awesome. I really want to sleep here.
Thanks, Milo. I don't really want to sleep here because I do not like the Batman costume as much, but baby Milo's jumping on the bed. He totally loves it, and I think he's definitely gonna love the custom Batman and Iron Man parkour.
Wow, I'm doing it really well.
Yeah, but it's especially easy if you're a baby. I designed it so that only babies can make the final few jumps. Wait, baby Milo totally fell off. Uh-oh, and baby Chip made it as well. This is the hideout area where the babies will practice hiding from people that want to do harm to them. And underneath it is the criminal practice jail area where the babies can practice throwing evil criminals and robbers into jail.
Yeah, criminals are the worst.
Yeah, they totally are the worst. But the best thing is my garage. The babies can use any of the cars inside there. I've built one of every different color, depending on what the babies feel like using, and I've made sure that they're nice and baby-sized.
What the? You have real cars? Oh my gosh, Chip, can I please drive one?
Okay, you can pick any car you want to drive.
Well, obviously I'm gonna drive the light blue one.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the orange one because the red one's definitely taken.
I'm zooming right now.
Yeah, you totally are. Whoa, come on, babies. Let's drive these cars along the road. I have one last thing to show you all before we're done with the tour of my amazing Iron Man mansion. Come on, everyone, follow me.
Whoa, this is really cool.
Thanks, Milo. I'm glad you think so. Now, let's go along this road and uh-oh, I think baby Milo totally crashed his car.
Baby Milo, you're really silly.
Yeah, he kinda is. Let's go in this direction. It's where I want to show you the awesome thing I've made.
I can't believe there's even more.
There's one last thing. This is the missile silo. It's a pretty intense build, and babies, I just want to say, you cannot touch this whatever you do. If you do choose to pick my house, you need to stay away from here because it is really dangerous. I did it. I totally won. The babies loved the cars so much, they'll never pick your base, Milo.
Yeah, whatever, but hang on, Chip. I think the babies are in your missile silo.
Oh no, look, they've destroyed the entrance and uh-oh, I think they're going towards my base. No, they have all my missile dynamite. This is terrible. What are they doing?
Yes, they're destroying your build. I totally won the competition.
No, please stop it, babies. Why?
This is amazing. Milo wins the day.
I do not want these superhero babies.